every single night of our 32-day journey. And that alone is just, speaks just a wonderful thing about our community and the people involved. And when I say our community, I mean gay, straight, bisexual, transgender, straight allies. I mean, we stayed in all kinds of homes, and that was wonderful. All the people that, pulled over to the side of the road and said, do you need food or water, or what can we give you, and sign the petition, and people that would come and stand on their porches and clap or yell support and say, keep going. All of that was just overwhelmingly supportive. And then the third thing we learned is that those people that voted yes, they are our future allies, and it's those people that we need to reach, because they will listen and they do understand about equality. They do understand when we talk to them about that. And it turns out when you walk around with a sign around your neck, people ask you a lot of questions. And in doing that, again, a little bit symbolic in our journey, those of us that are out at work or with our families or friends, we kind of a little bit wear a sign around our neck. How many of us have had all these conversations about what does it mean to be LGBT and how does that affect your life? And we've done those conversations, and we need to keep doing them more and more often. And the more we come out at work, the more we come out to our friends and family, the better chance we'll have of meeting some of these people that will listen and will open up and respond to the idea of equality. We ran into one woman in Atascadero who came running out because she had seen us on the news. And those people, you don't know, are they supportive or not? They just seen you on the news and they're excited. So we got to talk to her, though, about why we're walking and about Prop 8. And she said, wow, I have to tell you I'm sorry. I go to church and my pastor talked a lot about Prop 8 and I voted for it. And if we get a chance and the next time we vote, I promise that I will change my vote. And that's what it's all about. We learned that people will listen, they do understand equality. Our community is such a strong, wonderful, compassionate, empathetic, wonderful, united community, and we need to keep showing up, and we need to, don't give up and don't, get lackadaisical about things. Stay involved, step outside of your comfort zone, and, be the change. We are all the change that we need to see.
A lot of times that we didn't think that we could, and asked ourselves, is this really possible? And nonetheless, here we are, and talking to you across from the Supreme Court. When we have faith and when we have courage, and when we take a hold of a moment in history, when we confront the challenges that face us, amazing things can truly happen. We can win this fight for marriage equality. We can do that. In May, the Supreme Court stood up and they had the courage to do the right thing. In their ruling, they reminded us that we live in a democracy that's governed by a constitution, our constitution. A constitution whose purpose is to protect minorities from a majority if that majority violates the rights of another. They reminded us that their job is to assure us that our laws will not violate our Constitution or our principle of equality. And if that happens, it's their duty to overturn that law. We have come the extra mile, and in walking this distance that we've walked, we're asking all of the Supreme Court justices, each one of them, Chief Justice George, Justices Kennard, Werdegar, Moreno, Justices Corrigan, Baxter, and Chin. We're asking all of them to stand up one more time, go the extra mile, and once again do the right thing, protect our rights, and revoke Proposition 8.
We all do our parts. We all continue to create ripples, and part inspired by your journey, we have people who are going to be marching from San Francisco to Sacramento. So as part of the group One Fight, One Struggle, One Struggle, One Fight, I want to introduce Danielle Askini.
Thank you, Valerie and Tracie, so much for bringing this struggle to us here from LA, for marching for us all. I'm part of an organization called One Struggle, One Fight. which organized in the aftermath of Prop 8. We met, many of us, here on the streets of San Francisco in protest and are organizing a march from March 25th to the 30th from San Francisco to Sacramento to bring the fight to Sacramento and to call upon our legislators and our governor and our Supreme Court to repeal Prop 8. We feel that in the aftermath of Prop 8, it's time to organize across communities to build bridges, and that's what our march is about. Our 5-day march is about building communities across race, class, gender, sexual orientation, across religion, spiritual belief, and really to work with the communities along the way to Sacramento to build those bridges, to build solidarity to the social injustice. And I just want to thank you both for being here. We have flyers for folks who are interested. We're recruiting. We need marchers. Thank you so much.